You know, I get so many letters from people asking me, how do I win one of these? And, well, first thing you have to do is get a job as a waiter.
We've seen the films, we've gushed over the actors, and now that Oscar season is officially upon us, we're about to discuss all things award show season. And that includes some of the biggest shocks and snubs of all time. It may have finally come time for Leonardo DiCaprio, but right now we're breaking down 11 other actors who've never been Oscar nominated right now on Listed. Today's episode of Listed is brought to you by Lucky Charms. Need a boost of luck? Lucky for you, they're full of Lucky Charms. She may be best known as the sassy assistant of big-time fashion editor Miranda Priestley, but the British-American actress Emily Blunt has since proved her A-grade acting chops in many other films, including Into the Woods and Girl on the Train. But you might find it hard to believe that she has never, ever been Oscar nominated. Although she's received a Golden Globe and has scored noms in many other award show categories, we're still hoping an Oscar nom is in Emily's near future.
Did you yell at her?
No, that is not what happened. She was in the tunnel and she hit me.
I don't want to argue in the street. In the middle of the day in your truck.
Scottish actor Ewan McGregor has starred in many memorable films since the 90s, like Trainspotting, Moulin Rouge, and how can you forget young Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars? Ewan proved his acting skills in the past when he received not one, but 5 Empire Awards for Best British Actor, a Satellite Award, and even a European Film Awards. Still, the actor doesn't seem too bothered by his lack of Oscar nominations, as he continues acting in major films, including the upcoming role of Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast. I mean, singing and Jedi powers? Your move, Oscar Academy.
How wonderful life is. Now you're in the world.
As difficult as it might be to believe, Jim Carrey has never even been considered for an Oscar. In the 90s, Jim Carrey has been a part of our childhoods as he played major roles in movies like Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, and The Grinch. But he's also taken on serious roles including Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and The Truman Show, which further prove that there is no role too far-fetched for this guy. Jim has won 2 Golden Globes, Kid Choice Awards, MTV Movie Awards, and many more, but even without an Oscar, he is still the winner in our hearts.
He needs a radio. Ready, Harry? Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Bird. Yeah.
Another huge surprise for the absence of an Oscar nom is Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett has had leading roles in movies like Lost in Translation, Lucy, and The Avengers, yet she's still never been nominated for an Oscar. Oddly enough, although we see her very often in theaters, Scarlett has only won 1 MTV Movie Award and a BAFTA Award. Still, the actress has had nominations for Golden Globe Awards, Kids' Choice Awards, and many more, but seeing that she's set to star in many major films in the coming year, I feel like 2018 is shaping up to be her year.
Learning's always a painful process. Like when you're little and your bones are growing and you ache all over.
Donald Sutherland has been actively starring in major films since the 1960s, and unbelievably so, he is still yet to earn an Oscar. Although to many of us, he might be known as the President Snow from The Hunger Games, he has also had major roles in Pride and Prejudice and has starred in many 70s films like MASH. Donald has been nominated for many awards and has won 2 Golden Globes, a Primetime Emmy Award, and even has his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. At this point, his work spans over 6 decades, which is double my lifetime, so it may be about time for that nomination.
A little hope is effective. A lot of hope is dangerous. A spark is fine, as long as it's contained.
Jamie Lee Curtis, also known as the original Scream Queen, got her start in the 70s when she started appearing in horror films like Halloween, eventually working on a James Cameron film, True Lies. And how can we forget, to many of us, she was the mom of Lindsay Lohan in Freaky Friday. Although the actress might be lacking an Oscar nom, do not be fooled because she has proven her acting skills by receiving countless awards and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In fact, she doesn't seem at all bothered by this whole Oscar issue, so much so that she even tweeted back in 2016 about losing Alan Rickman, and that the Oscar noms were not of importance at the time. A class act, I've got to say.
And what is this? What have you done to my ear?
Mom, it's an earring.
Take it out. Take it out right now.
No, it looks cool.
Oh, don't start with me.
Speaking of Alan Rickman, the late actor ended up passing away without an Oscar nomination. Alan was best known for his role as Professor Snape in the Harry Potter series, as well as his roles in Sweeney Todd and Galaxy Quest. During his lifetime, Alan was nominated for countless awards and won a Golden Globe Award and a Primetime Emmy Award for his role in Rasputin. Although the actor sadly lost his battle to cancer in January of last year, he made his mark in the acting world and will always be a winner in our hearts.
After all this time. Always.
Richard Gere is the king of rom-coms, best known for his roles in Shall We Dance, Runaway Bride, and Pretty Woman. And although he's stolen the hearts of many, he hasn't quite yet stolen the hearts of the Academy. Although he's tacked on multiple awards, including a Golden Globe, he's spent most of his recent days doing humanitarian works and helping people all over the world, proving that not all heroes wear capes.
Both of us is going to want to get out of this thing, but I also guarantee that if I don't ask you to be mine, I'll regret it the rest of my life.
Next on our list, actor-director Steve Buscemi has starred in heaps of movies without any recognition from the Academy. Steve began his acting career in the 80s and took part in many indie films. Some of his major roles include Reservoir Dogs, The Big Lebowski, and Fargo. Many fans believe Steve should have had at least an Oscar nom in 2001 for his supporting role in Ghost World, but feel as though he was snubbed due to tough competition. Nevertheless, Buscemi is loved on the internet, and his feature on 30 Rock is one of the most beloved memes, so that's gotta count for something.
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds.
Another gifted actor who's never been considered for an Academy Award is Idris Elba. The British actor got his start on television in the 90s and later moved on to major films and shows like Pacific Rim, The Wire, and Beasts of No Nation. Matter of fact, in 2016, many believed that Idris was snubbed of an Oscar nomination when he spoke out about the lack of diversity in the Academy. Although the lack of a nomination was disappointing, it was an important start of a conversation we so desperately needed. Still, Idris has been nominated for multiple other awards in the past for his performances in Luther, and considering he's got many more films coming out this year, an Oscar nom may well be on his way.
At 11 years old, pissed your bed, and Daddy used to come in and beat you for it. And the more he hit you, the more you pissed your bed, and you were scared, weren't you?
Last but certainly not least is the world-famous icon Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn herself never received a nomination for an Oscar, despite her serving as an American sex symbol for decades, even after her death. Aside from her famous image, she was in films like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Some Like It Hot, and The 7-Year Itch. The old Hollywood superstar has won a Golden Globe Award and even scored herself a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1960. Although her life was short and tragic, she was still loved by millions for her unforgettable image consisting of her bouncy blonde curls, her ruby red pout, and that iconic white winded dress.
The hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Well, that concludes our list of actors who've never been Oscar nominated. So now it's your turn to do the tack-in. Let me know which actor or actress from this list you think is most deserving of an Oscar. Hit us up in the comment section below, and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching Clevver News. I'm Ryland Adams, and I will see you next time. Click to the left to see which actors have done crazy things for movie roles, and when you're done with that, click right over here to check out the best dress from the Brit Awards. And thanks again to Lucky Charms for sponsoring this episode. Everybody could use a boost of luck from time to time. When in doubt, why risk it? They're pretty lucky.